Hello there, this is Two Legs Better, and this is another episode of Badminton Academy. And today I'm going to uh, analyze some of the current players. In the past, I analyzed many kind of like Zheng Sui, he just retired, and Zhang Nan, he's retired a couple years ago. And these are some of the classic players, and I guess some people are more interested in maybe, for the current players. So today I'm going to evaluate Wang Chang and Huang Qiong, and they pair together to play the mixed double. So this is the game I'm going to do. It's the final of the Chinese Badminton Super League between two pairs of Chinese players. Now, I want to mention one thing. I recently watched a video of a former world champion. That's a Chinese player, former world champion. Apparently, he's teaching in U.S. now, in America, and he was teaching. And I don't want to show the clip because I don't want to show any disrespect to any people. I don't want to name names. So that's basically. But I want to mention the what I learned there is that what he did is he's trying to teach a young boy, probably 7-8-year-old boy, to play badminton. So he asked the boy to stand in front of the net, and then he served the boy very high shuttle so the boy can hit it. And that the boy is clearly new to this game, so his swing is erratic. And when he hits it better, the former world champion would say, "Oh yeah, that's nice, that's better." And then he made a comment. He said, "But that's not how you played when you play in a game." Okay, he had a little bit blame in there, and I think I don't know. I think several thoughts there. First is that it's not going to be good for the boy. The boy listened to that. He knew he did something wrong, but the bad part is he didn't know which part he did wrong and how he can correct it. So these are the two things that's actually more important. And the second is, I don't think he's the one that's to be blamed. He's a young boy playing badminton. He doesn't know better. So you are the coach. It's actually on you to make sure he plays there. He plays like that, like in practice. Now, here's the thing: how can you play in a game like what you do in a practice? Because in practice, the shuttles are served to you, so your coach kind of gave it to you. But in a game, your opponent try to make it uncomfortable for you. They try to put it somewhere that's you're not gonna get it. That's a totally different mindset. So now that's the thing. I criticize about the training a lot. The current training is that people focus on specific technique. That is important. You got to learn specific technique, so you got to practice that as well. But you also need to learn it in a game setting, especially for amateur players. You are not like you do the basic training for a couple of years, then you start playing games. No, you just do a little bit of training, then you start playing games. So my point is this. When I analyze these games, like the game I'm going to do today, when I do that, I can say, oh yeah, the players see this and see that, and then, they just flick a risk, and then the shuttle goes there. But in order to get there, it takes a long way. You need a good coach. You need somebody who can practice you, prepare you to get you ready for that. So anyway. So let's get into this game, and let's get into this game. So this is a game between Ren Xiangyu and Liu Shengshu. That's the two in white. So these are two of the top players in China. And on the opposite side, that is Huang Qiong, the queen, the queen of mixed double, right? So he just won. She just won the Olympic champion with Zheng Sui, and now she's paired with Wang Chang. Wang Chang is a great player. He's very young, and I think he won the doubles junior double world champion twice, and with different partners, I think. So he's one of the young ones, and he's the silver medalist in Olympics in men's double. So well, he's very good, but I'm not sure he's a very good mixed double player, because his strength is not really smashing. His strength is in front of the net, and but this game I want to kind of to see that, because Qiong is great, right? Qiong is great when she pairs with Zheng Sivei. It's almost like everything goes smoothly, and it's just great. So let's see what we can see from this game. It's in the middle of the game, because we are not going to go through all of that, and we'll just see some rallies, and I will comment on that. Yeah, that's just a simple miss. I don't know. It's kind of my sense is that I don't think they. I don't know. I'll just not to comment on that. It's a kind of a pity the Wang Chang and Huang lost the rally, but the rally was both pairs played really well, and they were very patient. So okay, now let's start from the beginning. And so Ren Xiangyu is the male player in white. So Ren just served. It's a good serve, and Wang Chang's return was good too. I want you to pay attention to his racket. Let's see if you can see that. So when you receive a return, so you get a ready position and you put it there, so that way you can receive all shots. Either it's a flick or a short serve, right? So when he serves, he moves forward. He actually rotate the head of the racket to push it to the other side. You can see that. So it's serving here. It's served here, so it's very easy to drop it this side. It's kind of difficult to push it this side, but that's what he did. See that? So, but it's not just that. He pretends to drop it in front of the net. When he does that, the female player, that's Liu Shengshu actually moves forward to protect the net, so it becomes a dangerous return if he drops it in front of the net. And then Ren Xiangyu goes backwards straight, and that actually leaves out this position as vulnerable. So that's why he put it there. But notice the Huang Yaqiong and Wang Chang. So when Wang Chang served, Wang Chang received, because he needs to push it. So his body actually goes forward in order to push it. So when he push it, the momentum of his body will carry him over to move forward, and that's a natural position. When Yaqiong sees that's the shot, that's when she retrieve to the back, and this is why Ren Xiangyu put it right back in front of the net, because Yaqiong is going back. So when she was here and he was here, then this place is the empty space. So that's why he put it there. and Qiong went back, so she basically doesn't have any choice but to lift it high. Here the difference though, Qiong just lift it straight. If she's playing with Zheng Sui, I'm almost certain she's going to lift it to the other side, to keep it on the men's side. But I don't know why she chose this, but it works, and it particularly is not necessarily the best choice, is because Ren Xiangyu is already there. He's already there, and the white pair is basically attacking on this side. So if you can flip it to the other side, this is the thing. It's not a matter of ability. I'm sure Huang Yaqiong can do that, and she should. I don't know why she didn't. That's the thing. It's not necessarily a bad play, because she can lift it really high, and but it's not a good play. It's not the optimal play. Okay. So Ren Xiangyu smash it in between the two players. It's a classic technique, and I was a little surprised that Liu Shengshu didn't try to intercept it. Of course, the return was pretty fast because the smash was kind of flat. So and that's actually good, because if Liu Shengshu tried to intercept it, it might interfere with Ren Xiangyu. And so she didn't, and Ren Xiangyu can move forward and then put it back. When he put it back, he put it right in front of Wang Chang there. Now, I want you to pay attention to where these two players are. When I teach doubles, I try to tell people, I say, pretend that there is some kind of a spring, some kind of a flexible rope linking you and your partner. So if your partner is moving, it's almost like something is dragging you towards the partner. So if you can feel that, then you are an organic pair, And this is kind of an organic pair, because Liu Shengshu moved a little bit to the center, and gave Ren Xiangyu time to go forward to make the shot, and then move right. Now, here's the thing. You can see that the shot was right in front of the net, in the center, and both of the white players are in the center. So now, anywhere you put it is the same, almost the same risk, right? It's the same thing. So the only bigger gap is right here, right? I mean, you could put it the backhand, but it's no difference to these professional players, and actually it's no different to anybody. It's a matter of habit. Some people say, "Oh, I was forced to use my backhand." No, you are not. It's your habit. You chose to do your backhand, because if you do overhand, you can still do it as easily as the backhand. But that's for another day. So let's see. Okay, so this is actually kind of a man double play, because you just lift it really, really high and let your opponent smash it, because we are good at defense. But the only problem is this is mixed double. It's not a man double. Okay, so Ren Xiangyu still hit it toward Wang Chang. Clearly, he's not afraid of him, I guess. And he didn't really target Huang Yaqiong either. So I'm a little bit surprised that Liu Shengshu didn't really try to intercept it. And if she raises her racket and put it there, she could intercept that. And she didn't, and she just let the return pass her, and let Ren Xiangyu do that. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's not as active as I would expect. So, and Ren Xiangyu just keep it to the other side. But notice this one. It's see the position of the two players right here. Okay, the two players are right in the center, front back, and very tight, right? And the shuttle is right here. So the shuttle is here. If it was lifted high here, then the man can get it. If it's crossed the net, in front of the net, then Liu Shengshu would get it. And this is quite interesting. It's a little bit too passive for me. I would assume Liu Shengshu would go forward to attack this corner, and then Ren Xiangyu can move a little bit this way, so to cover this corner, and this corner. So, and that way, that's a more attacking play. But it's like they are just happy. It's almost like a practice. And the return is also almost like a practice. It's I don't know, just lifting high. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just not very aggressive. And they are trailing by 3 points. I'm not sure I understand the strategy here. Okay, and it's a typical return, but check this return. Okay, so the drop is here. Okay, and by the way, see their footwork. You know, Wang Chang's footwork is beautiful there. So the drop is there. The woman is here. The female player is here. And Ren Xiangyu is still here. After the drop, he's still here. So now, where's the big gap? The gap is here and here, right? Let's see where he puts it. All right, so Wang Chang just lifted high to the other side to move his opponent, right? And you know, it's no problem for Ren Xiangyu, and Ren Xiangyu goes. Now, because the shuttle is kind of here, right? So Qiong is still here. I would think if Qiong moved half a step to her right, and that would do two things. One is she would have a better protection to her right side, and also it would allow Wang Chang to move a little bit right to cover a little bit more, and that would put them in a slightly better defensive position. But you know, at this level, a slight advantage is still advantage. So, but anyway, okay, so he smashes towards Qiong, and so it's to her chest, and she has no problem. And this is how you do the chest play. It's in front of you, and you use the backhand grip, and then you just guide it back. Particularly because Liu Shengshu is right there. She's right there, but she's not very aggressive. She's not like jumping to raising the racket to protect that. This is also kind of surprising to me. You know, the racket is way down. It's facing the ground. That will need a lot of time to raise it. So I don't know if it's. I think if it's Huang Yaqiong, she probably would already have the racket raised. I don't know whether it's passiveness, you know, because they are not really fully engaged in this, or because of habits. I don't know why, but in this case, it also kind of limits Yaqiong's return. I mean, Yaqiong have the choice to return it here, or in front of the net, okay. But to the choice one choice one would be a little bit more difficult and further, so it's more risky, clearly. But choice two would be easier to intercept. So, but she can see that Liu Shengshu is not necessarily ready for that, so she can do that. And and Liu Shengshu was okay. Liu Shengshu just you know, although the racket was put facing the ground, and then just raise it and then drop it in front of it. And I would argue, if the racket was already up, she can just go ahead and then push it downward. That would be much more aggressive. But she didn't, and she dropped it there. And because Yaqiong was moving backward, and then Wang Chang goes forward, so Wang Chang decided to take this. This is also kind of risky, because you see, Wang Chang can get it for sure, but Qiong is also in there, and especially after Wang Chang return the shadow. Where is Qiong going to go? She has nowhere to go. So that means Wang Chang has to retrieve all the way back to the other side of the court. So let's see. And this is another curious choice. Of course, it's a little bit difficult because both of Wang Chang and Huang Qiong are trying to get the shadow, so it affects Wang Chang a little bit. But I still think, given how these two players standing, it's a bigger gap here. It would be more beneficial to lift it really high. I don't think they are under a lot of pressure, so I think Wang Chang can still do that. Of course, the drawback is if you lift it to this side, that means Wang Chang needs to move more and Qiong needs to move some as well. So that might be a concern, but anyway, it's just a tactical choice. And the smash is also kind of interesting. It's very, very high, not very powerful. And then Qiong goes forward and then put it back there. I don't know. You look at her. You look at Liu Shengshu. Liu Shengshu is trying to get ready to smash it. Is she? I think she's a female double player. So that's a classic double play move. It's not a mixed double play move. If it's a mixed double, she would have a go forward, and that's also why Qiong put it in front of the net. I think. So, but see how Qiong moves. She put it in front of the net, and then she goes into the net directly, and then Wang Chang moves this way to cover her back. And in this position, if you, just in case you haven't noticed, this corner is the front court player's responsibility, and this corner, the back corner, and that back corner, all three are the male player's responsibility. So, and this is also one thing. I'm not sure it's by design or a mistake. I think Qiong, when she moved forward in the last one, she is supposed to cover this corner, make sure this corner doesn't get passed, because this is the most difficult part for her partner to get it. And somehow she moved slightly inside, that leaves this part open. And for a player like Ren Xiangyu, it's no problem at all. So she just push it past Qiong, and so Wang Chang has to go. So that way you move Wang Chang to this side already. So Qiong is here and Wang Chang is over there. And now this is the thing. Now this is the other one. The other one is when Ren Xiangyu push it here. It wasn't too fast though. I get that. It's not too fast. It's kind of flat. That's a mixed double move. So he retrieves. He didn't stay there to cover the net. He retrieves. When he retrieves, this is a empty space, a gap. Then the female player needs to go forward. But Liu Shengshu wasn't that quick to get there. And Wang Chang sees that. And that's why the shuttle drops in front of here. This is cool. This is like playing chess. I like this. I think this one rally, we can have the whole episode here already. So, because the job was so great, and Liu Shengshu had to lift it. So this is the thing. This is the white pair. They had the chance to attack, but they didn't. They were kind of passive. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's a strategic choice or I don't know. And now they have to lift. When you lift, you basically give up the attacking opportunity to the other party. So now you see, this is Wang Chang jumping really high, and Huang Qiong is there. Look familiar, right? I mean, and now take a look at the female, the white. Now, they are not in good position to defend. They are really not. The guy is way behind, and the girl is trying to cover this side, and she's not really facing the shadow. Her body is not facing the shadow, so it's not really a good look. In this case, I would think a smash here would be optimal, and a little bit longer past the female player towards the end. That would be the best location. Let's see what he does. Okay, that's exactly where he puts it. The reason that's a great position is because look at her position. When she is in this position, her body facing this way, there's no way she can make the shuttle over to the other side. So that basically means you can you just need to defend half of the court. You see how tight Wang Chang and Huang Qiong are. They are both on this side. They are almost 100% sure it's going to go back this side. But of course, you know, Liu Shengshu is no slouch. You know, she's very good. So she knew she was under pressure. So she just you know, returned a great shot back in front of the net. Here the thing about it, when you defend a smash like that, you don't have to return it right in front of the net and make it so tight, because the tighter it is, the smaller it is. You can just hit it when you return it. You hit it, make sure it goes past the net as fast as it could, and go to the in between these two players. And that's exactly what Liu Shengshu did. So that's a good play there. And you know, this is so not mixed double, really. I mean, Liu Shengshu, she did that. She would need to rush to the net. If she rushed to the net, then Wang Chang wouldn't be playing that. He probably have to lift it high. But yeah, Wang Chang just put it back in front of the net, and then Liu Shengshu put it back to Huang Yaqiong. Yaqiong put it past, and now they are trying to, yeah. And now I think this one goes out. Yep. Because now that's actually a good technical choice by Wang Chang. Although it wasn't executed well, it went overboard. Because both players were going forward. Both players were there and both were going forward. So it's not a bad choice to hit it over them. It's just didn't really work as the way they hoped. Okay, now is half an hour is gone. I only went through one rally, but in this one rally, we started from the service from the beginning, and also technical choice along every way and how they move their position on the court. So you know, there's still plenty of material in there, and I hope it helps. Anyway, so this is you know, I'm 2 legs better, and this is my channel. And today's episode is about Badminton Academy, and I will keep posting materials on that as well. So please subscribe and come back. And in the meantime, have a great time. Have a great day.